Dale Earnhardt's success and popularity in NASCAR introduced the name Kannapolis, North Carolina to much of America. The people of Earnhardt's hometown took great pride in the accomplishments of their native son, a pride they still display reverently.
Dale meant a lot to this town.
The black and silver colors leading the way as he has all day.
He was like a hero.
Earnhardt stretching his lead.
Dale Earnhardt!
Look at the inside of the racetrack.
The poor guy from the little town that made it big.
Earnhardt shows the way. Earnhardt swings up to the top.
The man that could do anything with a car.
Back to the checkered flag.
Dale Earnhardt is going to win.
The man bigger in life. My name is Steve Ellsworth, and I was entrusted in maintaining the hair of the Intimidator. First time I saw Dale walk through that door, I was nervous. You know, you got the big guy in black here, you know, he's the biggest thing around. To be the Intimidator's barber, it was intense at times, fun at times. Trimming that mustache was the most intimidating thing. He had only been in here like 3 or 4 times. I'd always ask him, let me trim that mustache. He said, no, it's all right. But this particular time, he said, yeah, go ahead and trim it. So I trimmed it, you know, down fairly close. He looked in the mirror and he said, oh, hell. I said, you ruined me, you ruined me. He says, Wrangler's going to fire me, Wrangler's going to fire me. And of course, I was almost shaking in my shoes. I thought, boy, I've blown it now. This guy will never come back. I remember back in 1986, he called me on a Saturday morning and he says, I need a haircut bad. It was right before he went over for the Busch race. And he's all fired up, he's ready to go. And got through cutting his hair, I had the brush and I was just brushing his neck. So what are you doing to me? And I said, well, I'm trying to get all this hair off you. I said, this is the winning cut. You're gonna win today and tomorrow. I listened to the Busch race. The wife comes out. I said, Dale's winning. I think he's gonna win this race, and he won it. On Sunday, we all went to the Cup race, and of course he won. He was standing up there smiling and holding the trophy, and he looked through the whole crowd, and he pointed at me, and he held up 2 fingers and did like thumbs up. When he came in the next time, he said, well, I got something for you. Got a picture over here. He had signed it, the winning cut. We actually had a game going. He wouldn't win a race for a while, and I'd call him and say, man, you need to come down and get one of those winning cuts. He actually would win almost every time I cut his hair.
Big trouble. Big wreck behind them.
Those are the kind of accidents that absolutely are frightening.
The day Dale died, I was sitting home watching the race. I saw the intensity of the wreck, and it really shook me up a little bit. I had no clue that he would pass on.
After the accident in turn 4 at the end of the Daytona 500, we've lost Dale Earnhardt.
It was a touching moment because I knew that relationship had passed on. In all my times with Dale, I was fortunate enough to see the real man, the tough guy, the good guy, the guy that had a heart. I think of Dale pretty often when I'm watching racing because I miss him. Miss seeing that Intimidator out there intimidating everybody. Bumping, grinding. Nobody was Intimidator. There was only one.
And the people of Kannapolis certainly proud of the legacy of Dale Earnhardt. Inside the pit studio, Alan Bestwick, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Craven. When I say the name Dale Earnhardt to you, first thing you think of is what?
First thing I think of is the man in black. I mean, every time I saw Dale, he was wearing black. And I mean, that color that he was wearing would just intimidate the heck out of me. I mean, he got the word intimidator from beating and banging and scaring people. But, boy, his presence was unbelievable. Just solid black top to bottom.
Yeah, that presence you speak of. When he came into a room, he could quiet the crowd. And there aren't many people in your lifetime that you're around that you experience that. Now, that's professionally. Personally, he is a completely different person and a very generous person. I remember when I moved down south 20 years ago, and I struggled at this track in Atlanta because I had never been exposed to a track that fast. He hops in my car, barely tightens the belts, leaves pit road first, second, third. The dust is flying, runs 3 laps, comes in, jumps out and says, tighten it up. He's going to bust his bleep. straight talker, right to the point.
Dale Earnhardt, of course, 10 years ago, a lot of folks remembering Dale's passing here at Daytona on the last lap of that Daytona 500, but a lot of folks celebrating one of NASCAR's greatest drivers, if not NASCAR's greatest ever driver. The memories live on of the Intimidator and his accomplishments, certainly in his hometown of Kannapolis, North Carolina.